You guys are back in the old school. Hey guys, I'm the Retro Reject, and you're probably just wondering why are we just staring at the black couch and Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla and Nala or Waluigi aren't even on screen, and it's just my magical floating hands. Well, that's because we're going to be doing something new here at Retro Reject Studios. We're going to be making a toy review. And what better to do a toy review on than one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite Disney movies. And of course that character being Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. Now of course, Toy Story, it's one of my favorite Disney movies. Now of course I have like different separate categories of like my favorite Disney movies. Like my favorite Disney Renaissance movie is Aladdin. My favorite Disney Pixar movie is of course Toy Story, and like my favorite Walt Disney movie, like a movie that was made by Walt Disney, was Bambi. But of course we're going to be reviewing Buzz Lightyear because he's basically one of the most iconic characters from the Toy Story franchise. Now I bought this guy from a Disney store for my 18th birthday, which happened fairly recently. Sorry I couldn't make an announcement because I just didn't want to reveal my birthday just yet. But basically, right now, here's the box that he came in. It's fairly accurate to what the actual Toy Story movie made it look like, you know. Of course, it was more like 3D dimensional looking in the movie, and at the side of the box, the wing things, they could pop out instead of just being a flat, fin. And yeah, I definitely enjoy the package this box came in because it definitely looks like fairly accurate to what the Toy Story movie made it look like. And of course, here's the back, which is basically the main part of the box because it shows basically what this Buzz Lightyear can do, and it also advertises Jessie and Woody. And also at the top, it also has that little message from the movie, which Buzz Lightyear basically says. It's you can pause the video if you guys want to read it. But yeah. So, that's definitely the box in general, and it's very impressive, to say the least. So, enough looking at the box. Let's actually take this guy out. And a fun little story when I was trying to get Buzz Lightyear out when I first bought him was, in the packaging, they cut, Buzz was tied down with these rubber metal zip ties, and around the arms, the legs, and all that stuff. So what happened was, as I was trying to untie it, because basically it's solid, it's like a solid metal rod that's of course bendable, and it's surrounded by this plastic rubber. And of course it's supposed to protect people from not injuring themselves by the metal rod. But apparently the person who was in charge of making those things didn't do a really good job, because as I was trying to open it, there was a metal rod that was exposed, not protected by the rubber. And so as I was trying to open it, I accidentally jammed my thumb into the metal rod, and of course I started bleeding. So yeah, thank you Disney Pixar for injuring myself trying to open your cool toy. But I'm not going to sue because I don't even think that's possible if I could. So anyway, here's Buzz Lightyear out of the box. And of course, it's a very impressive toy. Of course it looks like Buzz Lightyear. But of course, that's not the only thing that I'm just going to say about this Buzz Lightyear. I need to show, of course, his features. Now, of course, starting with articulation, basically at the arms, they can move in a 360 motion. It's on a little ball joint, but you can only extend the arms to this point, but you can rotate it around that way. The elbow, it's on a little hinge joint, so it can go like that. The hand is on a 360 swivel joint, as well as the fingers are just on a hinge. And the interesting thing about the hand is that you can separate the pointer finger from the other fingers, so it can just make him look like he's pointing at something. But yeah, same thing with the other side. Now the thing about this side is that This arm is very loose, but that's actually for something I'm going to show later. So it's not like if you buy the toy and you have this thing, it's not a problem because it's a feature that he has. But of course it's sticks, so you don't have to worry about, but you can just have it like that, but just know that. But once again, this elbow is on a hinge joint, so yeah. And same as this hand, it's on a swivel joint on like the 360. As well as the hands, same thing. You can separate it to make it look like he's pointing at something. So that's basically about the articulation of the arms. Now,
Buzz Lightyear, at your service.
Now that's a feature we're going to get to later. But of course he can talk. And now the waist is on like a kind of just a swivel joint. It can't go 360, but you can get what you get. Oh, as well as the head, it's just on another, it can rotate, but not 360. And now as the legs, they're on this nice little ball joint. They can go pretty much out that way. They can't, you can't get it to go 360, but as well as the knee, it's just on a hinge joint. You can't move it that far. And the foot is also on this nice just little hinge joint. And just same thing with the other leg. It's out, 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 and just the knee and the foot. And of course, like as always, they always have Andy at the bottom of the foot. So that's basically articulation-wise for Buzz Lightyear. So now let's actually go on to the main features of the toy. And so of course, as previously shown, I accidentally did it, but Buzz Lightyear has, of course, the voice buttons. And of course, you would expect like just pressing each button, you would get like a different voice out of it, but that's not true. All of them are just connected to the same thing, so nothing's going to change if you press. It doesn't matter which button you press, you're just going to get the same kind of voice. So just to show you.
It's Zurg! Buzz Lightyear mission log. All signs point to this planet as the location of Zurg's fortress, but there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere. I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace. No backtalk. I have a laser, and I will use it. Silence, minions of Zurg. You're in the custody of the Galactic Alliance. It's alright, Space Ranger. It's a code 546. To infinity and beyond.
And so yeah, of course it takes from like the different voices that Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear uses in the different Toy Story movies. And on the box it says that he comes with, I believe, 40 different phrases from the movies. So yeah. And of course another main feature of Buzz Lightyear is the wings. And of course, what I love about these wings is, of course, that the sides light up. And I mean, it's just really cool to have that, because like in the first Toy Story, he did have the wings that light up. I can't remember if he had them throughout the different movies, but I believe so. And just all you have to do is just press it again to make them light up. And of course, you can't just press the button and they won't retract like what in the movie does. You actually just have to push them just back into place. And yeah. So now another feature that is famous to Buzz Lightyear is the laser. And I mean, it's not a laser, it's a little light bulb that blinks. And yeah. And just, of course, you can't, it's not like you hold the laser down and it doesn't hold out for that long. All it does is just remain on for a short period of time. So nothing really that special about it. And of course, sorry that I kind of left the Try Me stickers on there, just because I didn't have time to do that. And now just on to like the more insignificant features, but I feel like they add a lot to the Buzz Lightyear. And also, I'm going to do a comparison to an old Buzz Lightyear that I had one from when I was a child, just to give a comparison between the two. So of course, as meant, like another feature of Buzz Lightyear, of course, is he has the like little glass dome over his head. But the thing I love about this, all you have to do is push that button, and it retracts. Now, of course, same thing with like the wings. You don't press it and it just retracts back. You have to actually manually do it. But I mean, I definitely love that little feature because his helmet, it does that whoosh thing. Now I'm making references to the movie. But, of course, it's what the Buzz Lightyear toy in the movie does. You press that little button and the helmet swishes back. And another feature is you see this little thing right here. It just looks normal, right? But nope. It's the little flip up thing. And of course it says, of course it's not coming in clear, but it just says Gamma Sector 4, the place where Buzz Lightyear came from. Of course he comes from Star Command, but that's where he's assigned to. And, I believe that's it. No, wait, yeah, forgot. So, as I previously mentioned, that this arm is loose. But the sole reason why it is loose is because of this. All you have to do is go to the back and see this. It's a button. And what does it do? Karate chop action! That's just something I love about this. It's like, it pretty much takes all... There goes the laser again. But it pretty much takes all the things about Buzz Lightyear and it just adds to the toy. So... yeah, that pretty much does as the toy as a whole. Now, how about we bring in the other Buzz Lightyear, just to have a little comparison. So yeah, this is the Buzz Lightyear I had from when I was a child. And of course, as you can see, this Buzz Lightyear is definitely a lot larger than the old one. And how about we just set him off to the side, because you guys are probably well aware what he can do. So now let's just see what this Buzz Lightyear can do. Now, of course, there's nothing special about this Buzz, about like articulation-wise. It's basically the same thing. The legs are on the same kind of joint. But the thing is that they make that annoying clicking sound, just the same thing as the foot. Same thing with the other leg. Now, of course, this arm... it's a little more stiff because there is no karate chop action with this Buzz. And same thing with the other arm, it's just kind of same thing as new Buzz, it's just stiff. You can bend the elbow, swivel the arms, swivel the hands. And you can't separate the pointer finger, so we can't point. Now, what are the differences in, like, powers of old Buzz? Well, the laser, it doesn't, like new Buzz, it has, like, different kinds of it has only one type of laser you can shoot. But this Buzz, I don't know if you can hear it, maybe I need to get closer, but... He has 4 different types of, like, laser, like, shooting options. So you can just, like, it's like a iconic laser sound. Just a simple short blast. Like a machine gun laser. And just a simple shot. Now, of course, the helmet, it doesn't do anything. There's no button to make it retract. So, like, you have to manually... put it up and put it down, put it up, put it down. Same thing with the like head articulation. It's nothing. Actually, because it can go even further to what new Buzz can do, so we can freaking look straight to the left or right. And also sorry about like if these things have like smudges of like dirt or just loss of paint. Because this is something I had when I was a child, and the fact that I do have 2 baby twin brothers, it doesn't help the fact that these guys play with him, and they basically just beat him up. And also a little minor difference between the new Buzz to old Buzz is that it doesn't say Space Ranger at the top, it's just the Star Command symbol. And also, of course, this is the Buzz that was supposedly came from Toy Story 2, so it comes with the anti-gravity belt. But the thing is, you would expect it to light up when you press it, but nope, it's just a solid belt. Doesn't do anything. Now, what are the voice comparisons to new Buzz?
Never tangle with a Space Ranger, my friend.
I hope you guys can hear that. Now, of course, it sounds like so old and stuff like that. Doesn't sound good at all. But remember, this is an old childhood toy, so yeah, you would expect that the voice is not going to sound as great.
I don't think we're in the Gamma Quadrant anymore.
So yeah. Now, the last feature I need to show is the wings. And of course, sorry about this one. It's like, once again, old childhood toy. It gets beat up. Get it. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing really special about the wings. It's just Buzz Lightyear's wings, and of course they don't light up on this, like the side of the wings. So yeah, that's a downside to it. And also, of course, one last thing I need to mention: it doesn't have that little flip up thing. It's just a solid plastic piece. But yeah, so technically, this Buzz Lightyear is a definite downgrade to this Buzz Lightyear. But I mean, for a child who probably owned this and didn't have any other option of like getting this kind of Buzz, because this guy definitely came out fairly recently. But I mean, definitely children would be happy with just having a Buzz Lightyear no matter what. And of course, I guess a positive would be that you could write your own name at the bottom of this Buzz Lightyear's foot, so you don't have to live with just having the word Andy at the bottom of it. So yeah. So technically, as a standpoint comparison to this Buzz sucks. But you would still be content with it. But I would really recommend that you get this Buzz if you just are a big fan to Toy Story or just want to get your kids a Buzz Lightyear. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, and I hope you at least like this Buzz Lightyear and this toy review. And if you guys want to see more of these kind of toy reviews, leave a comment down below if you do. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, whatever the heck you want to do. And so, until next time, the Retro Reject is out. Alright, to infinity,
Evil Dr. Porkchop!
and beyond.